Hey, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Chakadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders, the great and ill, still not rule well. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect, are pushing his truth and sincerity. The water of which I do, we love you. We appreciate you through the spirit of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, and Shalom to y'all. It's your brother Dawah from the Great Millstone Camp in Atlanta with a quick hit, doing a Godspeed. And there's a brother doing a sermon now. And he spoke about something that sparked my interest to do this lesson. So the lesson is going to be basically signs of Yahweh Shai's coming. Now, the description is in the title itself, signs of Yahweh Shai's coming. One of the, I want to call him a brother, asked a question, or rather made a statement about the end of the world being 100 years from now. Now we know that's false. Why? Because Yahweh Shai gave signs about when he's going to make his return. But really quick, I'm actually going to get Habakkuk chapter 2 verse 3. It says, "For the vision is yet for an appointed time." Now the vision is what? The vision is prophecies, right? Prophecies of the destruction of this kingdom. All right, the word prophesy means to say it before it happens. It said it's yet for an appointed time. All right, it does have a time to it, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. So, everything we said is literally happening. All right, we got an inside joke. We said we 10 for 10 right now. You know what I'm saying? Because we've prophesied certain things that came directly out of our mouths from Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, giving the spirit to our apostles and elders, and our apostles and elders teaching us. Right? We boldly, specifically name names. Right, we're the ones that told you that Russia and Iran and China were going to get together and drop nuclear missiles on America. Well, that's boldly prophesying. All right, these prophecies are actually happening. We got World War III happening. Right, they might not say it officially, but it's happening, man. Right, we got famine and pestilences and these types of things, and earthquakes going on around the world. It says, "Though it tarry, wait for it, because it should surely come. It will not tarry." Now, when the apostles and elders were saying this 30, 40 years ago, everybody laughed. It was easy to laugh at that. Why? Because, and you could scoff. Why? Because it was tarrying, right? Those things weren't happening. And it's crazy because the apostles and elders did it boldly. So you got to understand what that entails. They did it boldly. Boldly meaning what? For 20, 30, 40 years, not even an inkling of these prophecies coming to pass were actually happening. No, they studied and they brought it out through the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, and they stood on business. Now 40 years later, fast forward, what's happening? It's not tarrying. That's why it says, "Though it tarry, wait for it. At the end it shall speak and not lie." Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. It's not tarrying any longer. Right? So the brother was saying 100, he was saying basically, hey, no, the end of the world's gonna happen in 100 years. But we told him no, because we got signs that let us know. We don't know the exact time. When you read Acts chapter 1, I believe, it tells you that. I believe 1:6 and 1:7. It tells you no man knoweth the time, but that power was only given to the Father, right? However, Yahweh Shai gave us signs that he was going to make his return. Those signs, right? Matthew chapter 24 and verse, I'll start at verse 3. It says, "And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be, and what shall be the sign of thy coming of the end of the world?" Now that world is talking about Esau's world, Esau's kingdom. When you read, I believe, 2nd Esdras chapter 6, I think, it says Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. I believe that's what it says, right?
Yeah.
Esau is the end of the world. So it's talking about this. When it says, "What are the signs that are coming in of the end of the world?" it's referring to that scripture. Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followed. So it says, and Esau is the so-called white man, and Jacob is you so-called blacks, Native Americans, Latinos. You make up the 12 tribes of the Hebrew Israelites. Jacob had his name later changed to Israel. It says, "And Yahweh Shai answered and said unto them, Take heed that no man deceive you. For ye shall come in my name, saying, I am a Mashiach, and shall deceive many. And ye shall hear wars and rumors of wars. See that you be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For the nation shall rise against nation, kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. So those are our signs to make sure, so that, to understand when we can kind of calculate, right? We don't know exactly what time, but we follow those signs according to the prophecies of the Bible, and that's how we know it's not going to be 100 years. It's going to be very, very soon. So Lord, when you was edified, I want to end it by giving all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Chakadash, the bonus for apostles and elders, the great millstone. Shalom.